5 o'clock on a cold February morning. Carlos Martin and his crew steer the Bonamar II out of Barcelona's port into the dark waters of the Mediterranean. Year by year, the job is getting tougher. Plunging stocks mean the nets are no longer stuffed with fish. Increasingly, it's plastic waste that's being hauled on board.
I
put it down to the rivers that carry a lot of garbage. More plastic accumulates near the mouths of the rivers.
Martin sails further from the shore to avoid the waste, further adding to his costs.
We separate the solid plastic and we bring it back to land, but the cellulose plastic gets hooked onto the knots of the nets. So when it's wet and caked with mud, this adds an extra weight to the fishing nets. The net does not function properly in relation to its height in the water, and it takes on mud, causing the net to break because it weighs so much.
The local government has come up with a novel solution. The fishermen will become the front line in the battle against ocean plastics. Initially, €1 million of taxpayers' money from the European Union and the Catalan government will support dozens of fishermen like Martin. They won't receive any money, but instead practical measures to help them haul in the plastic waste. Them haul in the plastic waste.
With these funds, they can improve what they need to carry on board in order to, the boxes or all the facilities they need in order to cope with the problem. And then, of course, at the same time, to characterize, to carry out studies to characterize the origin, the specificities of this marine litter. We are hopeful that if we are successful in this project, right, this project could be replicated in other areas in the Mediterranean.
The amount of plastic waste on Spanish beaches has grown by 65% in just 6 years, according to government figures. Martin says the fishing community now understands the scale of the problem.
Before, we didn't see it that way. We took it and threw it back into the water. We had no conscience. I think that a few years here, we have become very aware nothing is thrown into the water. We collect everything and bring it to shore.
Abandoned fishing gear makes up a big proportion of the estimated 8 to 12 million tonnes of plastic that are dumped into the world's oceans every year. Martin and his fishing community are determined to change the industry's image and be part of the global effort to clean up our oceans. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News.